We are live. All right. Hello, and welcome to our weekly podcast. I am T, and I am joined by today and every day by my amazing wife.
Yeah.
And this is Just Us.
That was super cute.
For those of you who are new to the show, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who are coming back to tune in for a second week, you guys rock. Hold on. I was waiting to do this because you guys need to hear it too. That is so satisfying. I don't know how you didn't wait.
I know I'm guilty. I'm having one of these little Celsius things too that you got me on.
Not paid advertising, by the way. We just like
Yeah.
these.
Well, that was adorable. So,
Thanks, baby.
okay. So last time it was supposed to be our practice round, and then we just were thoroughly amused with ourselves. So we wound up putting it on here. But now this is sort of like our real first episode, which is technically our second episode.
This is just for us, having fun or whatever, but we were so like amused when we woke up the next day to all like you guys just showing us so much love. She was like,
It was
look.
so cute. I was like, babe, this is so cute. Because, we sent it to the people that we love the most.
Mhm.
And we got mad love. It was really, really cute. So we appreciate it. I'm on that retired life and she's working her way there. But this is what retired people do, apparently.
Apparently we already have a wait list and a lineup for our guest speakers. So stay tuned. That's coming soon.
I think that was the number one comment that I got on my text messages. Everyone's like, hey, so when can I be a guest speaker? That was really cute too. So, it's one thing to be amused by yourself. Like we amuse ourselves all the time. So it would be enough if we just did this so that we could record it and look at it later. But it's pretty cool that y'all find it amusing too. So, and that you guys are entertaining us with this right now. That's cool. That's what's up. I'm like, all right, I dig it. I can do it.
So what are we talking about today, babe?
Oh, I guess we didn't plan this part out.
Oh, no, we're talking about how we met, how we got here into this present time, present moment. How did it all start? I guess.
Go ahead, because you're the one that usually talks trash. Well, mostly everybody that does know us know how we met, right? My former profession and her current profession. So we met at work. But she always says when somebody that we meet that's new, and they ask, oh, how'd you guys meet each other? How'd you start dating? She always says that she met me first.
It is true. It is a fact.
And that I met her about a year later.
Correct.
So what do you mean by that? You explain.
All right. So it was about 20. It was 2018 still. 2018. I was like brand new. I was still in training. And then I had to go into an area and shadow somebody, right? So that area happened to be where she was working that night. So you don't believe me, but as soon as I saw her, I was like, "Ooh, who is that?" Mind you, I was taken. He was taken. There was nothing there. I was just like, cute, whatever. About all night. Listen, this is her the whole night, right? She was in a corner. I was like, "Oh, hi, my name is." By the time it was Rodriguez, I was like, "Hey," and she was like, "Hi."
I was in a corner reading a book because
The whole night.
in the area that I was working in, unless it was time for me to physically get up and go do something that was related to my job, I could sit and read a book. So I'm minding my business. So she claims.
I don't claim.
She claims that she came and she shadowed with me for 12 hours. Mind you, there's 2 other people on that book, right? And I just do not remember this. So I think I learned this when someone first asked, oh, how'd you guys met? And she was like, oh, it's funny. I met her before she met me. And that's when I was like, what are you talking about? So I didn't even realize that apparently we had 2 different meet stories. So
I even did some of your work.
She shadowed with me, she said, for 12 hours. And she said, because I had to get up and do like certain watches. We're trying to avoid, for the people that are complete strangers, we're trying to avoid saying what
what
our
do.
jobs were.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So apparently she took over part of my job as part of her shadowing, I guess, for a few hours.
Yeah, I was trying to be,
and I sat there and read. So I was like, yeah, go ahead, do it. And I do not remember.
So basically, this is
this.
how it went. This is the little machine that it looked kind of like this, right? So it was right next to her desk. I'm over here. It's like going off, and she's like, "Hi." So I'm like, "Oh, I'll get it for you," and she goes, "Thanks."
You know what? I'm gonna say that she's throwing in a little bit of her own version because I don't remember, and I think for the simple fact that I don't remember, she's like, "I'm gonna just say what I want," because I don't recall. I
Rewind
really
the cameras. Play it back. Play it back.
I seriously don't recall, but and everybody that hears the story is like, "Oh, damn, that's my Joe. You don't even remember her," blah blah blah. And I'm like, in my defense, and I think that there should be a point on my side. I was kind of seeing somebody at the time, right? So in my defense, I was like, that this is a good thing. Like if my focus was on somebody else, I'm not looking nowhere. I'm not paying attention. I'm totally oblivious to whatever. So in actuality, I was like, you should have taken that as a sign. Like, damn, okay, fast forward to the future. Now we're together, and she could solid, confidently be like, yo, my girl ain't gonna be looking at nobody. She ain't gonna be paying attention to nobody because she with me, and I know that's how she rolled. Because when we first met, she didn't even pay me no mind,
and I'm her wife now. So
and now we're married. So I feel like she should feel confident, like that was our first interaction.
Yeah.
Because I really wasn't paying attention.
You still don't know. I mean, I am the love of your life, and you couldn't even like take a glimpse, like, oh, hi.
Let's also put it out there. Why don't you pull up a picture of what you look like when we met? Now, mind you, I'm not trying to diss her. She was mad cute, but she did not look like this either. She had a buzz cut.
No, let me pull it up.
A little flip in the front. Yeah, let's talk about the flip.
Okay.
And mind you, we're both in the same uniform that all men and women wear the same thing. And ain't that flattering? And exactly, dudes, chicks, we all wear the same uniform. So basically, all you have is like your hair to show that you're a female.
True. All right, so let me see if I can find a picture.
So while she looks for the picture, yeah. Then
now tell them how you met me. Go ahead. This is your story now. Huh?
Remind me.
Como que remind me?
Like the specific day where I
no. So the way that I was getting into there, I was working out with the people that you work with. So I was making my way.
So you mean like in general?
In general.
Okay, I thought you meant like specific day that I was like, bam, I remember I saw you like. And let's also put it out there, and for everybody that does know me, my memory is not top notch. So please, I'm not that horrible. It's just that I have a hard time remembering.
So that is what I look like when we first met.
Why you had to put a picture where I have like a 6 head?
What are you talking
instead
about?
Of a forehead?
Because your hair is dark.
Can we blur me out? I said, put it back so they can see you.
Okay. Let me get another one that is just me.
Well, I guess if for the Spotify portion where you don't get a video, the point is that she has super short hair, like a little fade type thing. Okay.
Right.
And yeah, the point is that she looked completely different. Still very cute, but not someone that I would initially be attracted to.
This is one of your favorite pictures. So I'm gonna put look like a baby in here.
Okay. So I do not remember the first time that I like really, really paid attention.
I do.
But I was always to myself. I was in my own world. It wasn't like I paid attention to everybody and then I saw her and I wasn't interested. I just wasn't interested in nobody. Like I just didn't pay attention to nobody. I was in my own world. So it was never nothing personal. And then I didn't pick up on anything. Like, I don't know. Yeah, she used to work out with 2 of my homegirls that will work out in the morning after work. Mm-hmm. And then she used to come down, I guess on her breaks, right?
Yeah.
She would take breaks from her area and come down and hang out where I used to work at. I mean, I would say what's up, but the other two people that were in there, she seemed to be friends with them and would talk with them. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't pay attention. And it wasn't until one day, one of my friends said, I don't think she comes down here for us. So I'm like, oh, what you mean? They're like, yeah, we think that she comes down here for you. So I'm like, why would she come down here for me? Like, I was confused. Again, obviously a major age difference too. So in my mind, I'm just like, a lot older than her. I have 2 kids. At the time, you were like, what, 21?
21.
So for me, in my head, not saying nothing's wrong with that, but in my head, I'm like, nah, you're tripping. Like, nah. And they're like, no, seriously. She comes, she laughs with us, she talks with us, but pretty sure she comes down here for you. So had my friend never said that, I don't think I ever would have noticed or paid attention, because it's not like she was being super obvious. At least I don't think. But I was always stuck in a book. So somehow they figured that out. And then all of a sudden, like, she would call, but there's 3 people where we work. So it was like whoever answered the phone, she would just chit chat with. And I'm like, okay. And then I think they would pass me the phone a couple times, or I picked up the phone. But now I got my friends in my head, right? So I would talk to her, but I'm like, what are we going to talk about? Like, I don't even know her. Like, what you want to talk? Like, I didn't talk at work. I didn't do the phone calls, not even with people I was cool with. And so then I would talk to her too. I was entertained. We would talk back and forth. And she's one of those people, like, this is where we differ. If I'm on the phone with somebody, even in regular conversation, like not at work or whatever, just kind of get to the point. And then when I'm done, I'm just done. Like, if there's a pause, I'm done. All right, yo, talk to you later. But she's not that kind of person. She was just like linger. She was just linger on the phone. So now here I am, you calling me at my station. I'm trying to fill the silence for you. Like, okay, we chit chat, joke around, snap on you, whatever. Then it's like quiet. And she's, I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you a call later. I'll talk to you later. And then she would always get on me and say, well, you never called back. And I'm like, well, that wasn't like a literal. Like, what else? You want to listen to each other breathe? I was trying to be polite, but she wasn't getting my hint. Actually, I don't think it's that she wasn't getting it. She didn't get it. She'll sit on the phone. She's perfectly fine with that. She's like that now.
I still do it now. And she's like, okay, babe. I'm like, wait.
She be driving to work. I just saw her. Like, all right, babe, bye. She get in the car. We'll talk, whatever. All right, babe. Well, let me know you get there safe. She's like, why are you hanging out? I'm like, but we not talking. That's okay. I'm like, yo, she's so cute. But anyway, so that's how all that pretty much went down. That's when I started realizing, like, all right, what's up? But I think I never would have figured it out if it weren't for my friend that was like, hey, I think she's coming down here for you. Because I was totally oblivious. I'm like, I don't know. That was me. But that's our story on how we met. And anybody that ever asked, she is oh so eager to be like, oh, let me tell you. Because I met her first. And they're like, you met her first? And then everybody looks at me sideways like, yo, you wrong. How you not notice her? I'm like, wait. Let me do that myself. But that's pretty much brings us to where we are now. That's how we started.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let me see down real quick.
And then fast forward a little bit, I retired from that place that I was working. And she's still there. So like on the days that she does leave for work and I'm still here at home, she be hating a little bit.
A little bit, a lot of it. Like, I ain't got no shame. A lot of it.
She be going away like, I love you. I hate you. Like, oh my gosh. She be waving from the car. I'm like, hi, babe, out the window. And she's like, can I leave today? Like, yeah. But that's pretty much that.
Anybody?
You done?
Oh, no. With what? I'm done there.
Oh. And so, yeah, so she decided that she just wanted to do this podcast. And I was like, yeah, I'm with it. I'm down. That's cool. And that's it. That's what we've been up to. She ordered all this stuff. As you can see, now we got 2 mics. We got 2 sets of headphones. So it's a work in progress. It'll get a little fancy as we go. But
So I wanted to tell you about yesterday when I was playing with this thing. I was eating like a fruit roll up, you know those little things that the kids like.
oh, oh yeah.
You know how they have the little like fake tattoos on it? I think it has like 5 of them. It had like a heart, a rainbow, some little lips with a tongue out or something. So
On the fruit roll up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, of course, I picked the rainbow. So here I am like this, like maybe like for like 30 seconds or something.
Oh, so you're supposed to hold it down on your
Yeah,
tongue?
you're supposed to like grab the food roll up and then press it down on your tongue while your tongue is like I guess out,
Mm-hmm.
and then wait for like 30 seconds. So here I am
That
like
sounds mad sexual for a fruit roll up. I'm just gonna say that. What are they teaching kids? So you okay? Just to get this visual. So you unroll the sticky fruit roll up,
right.
you put your tongue out,
Maybe we can bring it back for the next podcast and we can show everybody.
and then you hold it there on your tongue. For how long?
Like 30 seconds, maybe
Wait.
less, but I just held it for like 30 seconds.
And it's supposed to leave a tattoo.
And
on
it's
your
supposed
tongue.
to leave like some kind of ink. Yeah.
Okay.
So I picked the rainbow, right? And let me show you what what came out when I lifted the fruit roll up, and I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Look at this. Does that look like a rainbow to you?
Get a good look.
That I have a whole pee
That's
on my
a
tongue.
nutsack and a dingaling. That is not a rainbow. That's nasty. I was on the right track. Didn't I say that that was some nasty stuff? And then why they got kids doing that?
Look, I got a rainbow. Like,
okay, yeah. That was a setup. That's definitely not a rainbow.
not a rainbow.
Definitely not. So let me tell y'all something about yesterday. Was it yesterday?
What about you?
I was in complete awe. Let me tell you. You know when you're having a conversation with somebody?
Yeah.
And it goes 2 ways. And someone might ask you a question. Yeah, go ahead and laugh it out. Yep, I'm putting you on blast. That's exactly where I'm going. I'm glad you know where I'm going with this. If somebody asks you a question like, hey, how are you today? Or, you know, I don't know, maybe you're sitting at the table with your loved one and maybe you both have a laptop out and one's like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm working on this. And that person goes to the other person that they supposedly love and they say, oh, well, what are you doing on your laptop? And when you go to speak in detail, like, oh, let me tell you what I got going on. And that person that asked you the question looks away and starts humming to a song. If that ain't some rude ass behavior.
I was listening to you. I just had this song stuck in my head. You can't say anything. You just played it like 4 times in a row.
Mad rude. I was flabbergasted. Okay.
So what's the word that you use?
I'm looking right at her. All excited because I'm actually looking up something important. I'm like, oh, bet. She asked, let me tell you what I'm looking at. In mid-sentence, okay, she looks back at her computer and starts humming. I just stopped in sentence and I'm staring at her like mouth open, straight up open. I'm like, and she don't even notice. She is not even aware of the fact that she legitimately did not give 2 rats about what I was doing on the laptop. She asked me out of courtessy. Okay, so it was an automatic ask back. And she didn't even realize that she didn't care. She didn't give 2 shits. Like, if you don't give a damn about what I'm doing in my seat, I am perfectly okay with that. But how you gonna ask me back? Like, so what are you doing? And when I proceed to answer, you look away and start humming. And I'm just looking at her from the side view like, did she just... I'm like, where's that music coming from? Like, oh shit, it's coming from her. And the fact that when I stopped talking, that she just kept humming and like didn't even realize that I was still, I I finally just started laughing. I was like, yo, you mad rude. Like, you
What's the
are
word that
rude.
you actually use though?
I'm gonna tell you the word I used, and then I'm gonna tell you why I used that word. It was my daughter was sitting nearby too, right? So she could hear us, she was studying. And her and I were watching me and my daughter, 2 nights ago, we're watching that Johnny Depp documentary, Amy Heard, whatever the heck. I don't know if anybody out there watched it, but it was ridiculous. But anyway, that's another story. So there was a word that me and my daughter heard on there that we were cracking up a few nights before, and we looked it up, and the word means like in awe, like in shock, like basically. So when I was talking trash to her, I was like, "Yo, you mad rude." I am completely gobsmacked at the fact that you're humming while I'm giving you an answer. So she's cracking up. So my daughter turns around and she's rolling because she hears me use the word gobsmacked, which we ain't never heard before ever in life until that little Johnny Depp, whatever that nonsense trial was. But apparently, yeah, it means the same thing. Like, you're in shock, you're in awe, you're flabbergasted, like that. And so that's the word that I was using to her, and I think I said it like twice, and she had never heard the word. So I thought she was gonna ask me what is it. Of course I'm gonna think I know she don't know this word. She's gonna ask me what it means. Does she? No. Why?
I
'Cause
do
she
ask.
doesn't care.
I did ask you. I said, "What the heck is a
Obviously, she don't
gobsmack?"
care. She asked way after the fact when it didn't even matter. So I'm like, damn, you are just in a whole period of not caring about what I say right now. Like, yo, she was in the zone.
Oh, no.
That was me. Hit that one again. Yo. That was so me yesterday. I was like, yo. And let me tell you, the job I used to have, yeah, plenty of people, mad rude, mad disrespectful, don't care. I could deal with that. I ain't never in my life have someone ask me a question and follow up with a break eye contact, leave me in mid sentence. Like, yo, I can see if I was going on and on and you lost a train. You just asked me what was I doing, and proceeded to and just didn't give two craps about what the answer was. So yeah. Look ashamed. Very good. Cause I ain't never in my life. I was like, yo, mad.
This is how you felt.
Yup, like a slap in the face. I was gobsmacked. I was gobsmacked, y'all. But I'm done. I'm done ranting about that.
Over.
But that's what happened to me yesterday.
Whoever that was, that bitch is stupid.
That's what happened to me yesterday. So, feel free. Feel free. If anybody wants to chime in or tell us a story, send us a video. We can put it on here of your rudest story. Either you being rude to someone else or just some off the wall.
We'll show it on our next podcast.
Yeah, that has happened to you. That would be interesting. Let us know. Even if you just want to send it, I guess, in these comments or in a private message, or if you want to send it to us via text so we can talk about it next time, because I would love to know. I would love to know I'm not alone in the fact that I was wrong.
Attacked.
Oh, you feel attacked. At least that shows I care. I'm attacking you. You ain't give a crap about what I was doing yesterday.
How can I turn your mic off? Hold on.
I would love to hear somebody else's rude behind story, because I ain't never. And I know I made reference to the fact that my memory sometimes I got like short-term memory, but I'm gonna tell you I ain't never gonna forget that. I will not.
Of course.
We're over here playing with these buttons, trying to make it work.
Ay.
But yeah, so that was that yesterday, and Oh, so she started us a little Instagram page.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. On Instagram, you can find us at justus_2228. It'll be our cute page. It's not hard to find. And we'll post videos. We'll keep you updated on when our next podcast is going to be. So feel free to follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. I think it's the same, JusT2228. Although on Instagram it's JusT_2228. But all the links will be in whichever one you find first. So you find one, you can find all the rest.
Yeah, don't be surprised if I'm looking a little reluctant because, this is a different time. This is a different era. Like, all this freaking social media, it has its positives, has its negatives. But give my wife free time, forget about it. She be scrolling, scrolling for days. The most awkward times, even when I know she's in the middle of doing something important or she's not in the house, or I'm like getting all these reels. I'm like, ain't you doing XYZ? How are you
Are you
on
in the toilet?
Instagram? All kinds of places. And it kills me because that's fine. That's how you entertain yourself. That's cool. There's some funny stuff. But yo, oh no. Everything is just like, babe, let's do this. Babe, let's do that. Babe, I'm like, what?
Listen, we did something yesterday.
Yeah, no, we did. She got me to do two things.
Yeah.
Yesterday. But I'm like, oh, and then it's funny and it's entertaining and that's fine. But you got millions of people on this thing, and they could do one romantic thing for their significant other in their relationship. But now she sees millions of people, right, all doing just one thing, but it just looks like love is in the air.
I'm like,
so
babe.
she keep coming to me like, oh, this is so romantical. This person did this person did that. Can you do this? When are we gonna do that? I'm like, yo, I'm stressed. This social media got me stressed.
Well, explain to them why. So we started, in lieu of all that, I think we settled, or I settled for us, that we were going to do alphabetical dating.
Oh, explain what that is. Yeah.
So
she came to me with this.
I was like, babe, since, kind of hard, waiting around for a date, let's set on the alphabetical dating. So it's from A to Z. Each date needs to start from the letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, D. So we did A, which was an anniversary of our first date dinner. She's in charge of date B. She still won't tell me what it is. But so I think the date with the A was August 6th. So it's the 24th. And I'm like, babe, you got anything planned for B date? Like, do you need help? Can I help you?
No.
So I don't like to pressure, but
that's a lie. Okay, pause. She's saying it like all these days pass and she didn't mention a thing. And now she's kind of like giving a nudge. No, that very nice. That we were still on a date, her date, right? The letter A, and that very nice is like, yo, so what are you gonna do? You got B. Yo, what are you thinking? I'm like, yo, but can I think? Like, can we get through this date? Like, and don't get it twisted. I love going out with my wife. We have a ball every time, but I'm like, yo, you pressuring me. Like, can we finish this date? Can I think? So then she's like, oh, I know you. I know what you're gonna do for your B date. I'm like, what? She was like, it better not be a date in bed, okay? Because I don't want to be in bed all day. I want to get out the house. I'm like,
okay, damn, you're making me sound like so bad right now. You're making me sound so bad.
Am I wrong?
No, but so I do get like frustrated. Well, not frustrated. I just like to nag her a lot. So I think at one point because she gets in like fighting mood. It's a day that she likes to pick on me and like likes to like pick little fights, and it amuses the hell out of her. It amuses me too. So like one day, I think we were going like back and forth. I was like, I know what you're gonna do for your B date. It's a birthday date, isn't it? You're gonna wait till my birthday, which is in April.
Yo, I was rolling. That's right. It's like, you think you late? You gonna wait for my birthday? I gotta wait till April. I was like, yo, that is not a bad idea. Listen, my wife is not bad about anything at all. She just loves to go out. She loves to do a lot of stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I always enjoy my time with her. But what I'm saying is this goddamn social media, okay, be putting all these ideas in her head. And it be stressing me. But I will say that I do know exactly what I'm going to do. And I told her this today. And I'm pretty pretty hype about it. Matter of fact, I'm even going to record it when I do it because we picked the day of September 7th, I think.
Are you gonna
we
tell
had to
them?
wait.
Oh, listen, go ahead.
No, it's like I'm gonna record it. Matter of fact, and then I'll put it wherever you want me to put it.
Right.
But I do have a fly
Excited.
date, letter B. What is it? B date.
Mhm.
And when I told her, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. Let's take a date. She was like, well, when do I need to be free so I can put it in my calendar? I was like, the whole day. So she's like, the whole day, and I
Listen,
was like, yep.
listen, something
The
about my
whole
baby.
day.
She never does anything half-assed. Nothing. It could even be dinner. You always,
Appreciate
yeah, you never go half-assed.
Right. So she knows if she harassed me long enough about something, she's
I'ma
like,
get it.
she knows, like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, but it's gonna be good. So, she's willing to put in that work. Anyways,
And with that, we will wrap this today's podcast. The thing is getting a little lengthy now, and we gotta save some content for the next one, babe.
okay. Oh, I got a lot to say.
I know you do. Listen, this is coming from the girl that whenever I first brought this idea, she's like, "Babe, but I'm a little shy. I don't know what I'm gonna say." She over here taking my whole podcast. Like
the thing is counting down 5, 4. I'm like, give me that mic.
I'm just a guest speaker at this point. I'm just making comments. This is her show.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
All right, we'll wrap it up here. Make sure to follow and subscribe. Subscribe to Spotify at JusTUs2228 and follow us on our Instagram page, JustUs_2228. And this was JNT from Just Us. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.